You did the hard part. You spent months, maybe years, slowly setting aside cash until you finally built up a solid emergency fund, say 5 lakh rupees. But if you're like millions of other savers, you might be making a quiet mistake right at the finish line, that entire pile of cash sitting in a regular bank account, where its value slowly slips away. The logic makes total sense. You want safety, and you want that money ready to go at 2 in the morning on a Sunday. This chart shows the mathematical reality. Big banks offer an average yield around 3%, while long-term inflation hovers near 6%. Your bank statement says the balance is growing, but your purchasing power, what that money can actually buy, shrinks every single year. By keeping your entire reserve in a standard savings account, you pay a hidden cost, real wealth, just to maintain the feeling of total safety. Treat an emergency fund as a tool for one specific outcome: financial breathing space. Functions as a buffer designed to buy you time, ensuring that a temporary loss of income doesn't turn into a permanent debt trap. People face a crisis without optimized reserves, the ensuing chain reaction is deeply expensive. A sudden medical bill or immediate job loss forces maxing out credit cards, taking on heavy personal loans, or selling investments at a loss. Success of this strategy hinges on a single factor. The cash must be available for withdrawal the exact second a life crisis hits you. That creates a very specific tension. You need instant, frictionless access to your cash, but you also need to protect its value from evaporating over time. Finding the middle ground between a shrinking bank account and heavily locked-up investments is the only reliable way to avoid panic-driven debt. To find that balance, we have to look closely at where you can actually park this money. Let's start with the baseline, the savings account. When it comes to liquidity, it is flawless. You have UPI, NEFT, and ATM access. There are no maturity dates and zero mental hoops to jump through when you need to quickly pay a mechanic. This matrix lays out the trade-off. The access speed is unmatched, but the real yield is guaranteed negative. It works for petty cash, but it fails as a home for deep reserves. This leads most people straight to the traditional safe harbor, the fixed deposit. FDs offer institutional trust and predictable returns, right around 6.5% to 7%. But FDs carry a hidden defect. They create mental illiquidity. The psychological barrier of breaking a fixed deposit feels so much like a loss that people will often leave the FD untouched and reach for a high-interest credit card instead. Then there is the physical friction. Breaking an FD often comes with premature withdrawal penalties. Even worse, the process isn't always instant. Navigating banking rules is the last thing you want to do while standing at a hospital admission desk or managing a sudden layoff. The tax reality, FD interest is fully taxable, meaning if you sit in the 30% tax bracket, your actual post-tax return drops significantly. Slightly slower, summarizing tone. Fixed deposits offer a numerical advantage over savings accounts. However, the combination of rigid rules and tax drag makes them a complex tool to rely on when you are already under pressure. There is a third option that sits right between these two extremes, and it is frequently ignored: the liquid mutual fund. For many, the phrase mutual fund triggers an immediate reflex that implies market risk. But liquid funds are not equity products. They don't touch the stock market. Instead, they invest exclusively in ultra-short-term debt instruments, things like government treasury bills and commercial papers. Their entire objective is cash management. They prioritize capital stability and liquidity over aggressive growth. Looking at the data, high-quality liquid funds historically track closely to FD returns, hovering right around the 6 to 7% mark. Where they separate themselves is total flexibility. There are no fixed tenures and no premature penalties. You submit a redemption request, and the cash usually hits your account by the next working day. They do lack the formal deposit insurance of a bank, which is a theoretical risk. But practically, if you choose a high-quality fund from a large, highly reputed asset management company, historical stability has been remarkably strong. Liquid funds deliver FD-like yields with savings account-like freedom. Even so, placing 100% of your critical cash into any single financial product leaves your overall strategy structurally fragile. The solution to that fragility is to abandon the idea of a single emergency account entirely. Instead, you build a layered architecture. Crises don't come in one standard size. A broken car alternator requires a completely different response than a 6-month lapse in income. Your money needs to be structured to match the severity of the problem. This brings us to Tier 1, instant access. You allocate your first 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees into a standard savings account. This is your immediate defense line for sudden, unavoidable expenses. This layer optimizes for pure speed. You accept the hit from inflation because rapid access is the only thing that matters here. Tier 2 is your medium buffer. You place the next chunk of cash into a liquid mutual fund. This acts as a bridge, earning a reasonable yield while standing ready to handle medium-sized shocks, like a temporary pause in a freelance contract. Finally, Tier 3 is the deep reserve. You lock the largest portion of your fund, enough to cover 4 to 6 months of living expenses, into a fixed deposit. This is strictly for systemic, long-term crises. Here, the mental friction of an FD actually works in your favor. It acts as a behavioral guardrail, forcing you to stop and think before draining your heaviest reserves for a non-emergency. With this setup, a minor disruption is absorbed by savings, a medium shock is handled by the liquid fund, and the heavy FD backup remains intact until you truly need it. While these mechanics maximize your efficiency, the most significant result of this structure is a shift in your mental clarity. A properly structured fund alters how you experience a medical issue or a sudden layoff. It removes the immediate panic and buys you the time you need to sit down, process the situation, and make clear decisions. If you currently have zero savings, do not fall into the trap of optimization paralysis. You don't need a perfectly balanced 3-tier system on day one. Prioritize initial momentum over inflation protection. Just save your very first $10,000 in a basic bank account today. You can build the layers later. Internet finance culture will always chase the highest returns and the loudest trends. But real financial strength comes from systematically building unshakable stability and buying back your peace of mind.